Hi LEGO fans! To celebrate the release of Marvel's Black Panther movie in theatres, I'm reviewing both of the Black Panther Marvel Superheroes sets. If you've not already done so, be sure to check out my review of set number 76099, Rhino Face Off by the Mine. But today I'm going to be unboxing, speed building, and reviewing set number 76100, Royal Talon Fighter Attack from Marvel Superheroes. This is the bigger of the two sets with a part count of 358 pieces. The part count includes 4 minifigures. We've got Black Panther, Nakia, Killmonger, and Ulysses Klaue. Hopefully I pronounced all of those correctly. Black Panther and Killmonger also appear in the other set. But these are different prints, and in this set Killmonger is wearing this rather fetching mask. It also looks like he's holding a handheld flick missile, which is quite unusual. The Royal Talon Fighter mentioned in the set's name is this rather impressive ship. There are no exclusive elements, but it does look kinda cool. Turning to the back of the box, we get a little bit more perspective on what's inside. Essentially, we're getting the Royal Talon Fighter and 4 minifigures, but there are some interactive features. There's a prison compartment at the rear of the ship to detain your enemies, and it looks like we've got some stud-firing guns. Those are always great fun. Each of the minifigures comes with their own personalised weapon, with the exception of Black Panther. He's just a badass and doesn't need one. I'm sure this set will have a few other surprises when we get it built, so let's open up the box and see what we've got inside. Here's everything that came inside the box. We've got 3 numbered bags of Lego, a 99-page instruction manual, and the dreaded sticker sheet. It looks like we're going to have to apply some stickers to curved surfaces, which I look forward to as much as root canal surgery. I'm going to go ahead and build the Royal Talon Fighter Attack, and this is going to be rolled up into a 90-second speed build. And here's a completed build. This took me 55 minutes to put together, and the end result is a sleek looking ship and an interesting collection of minifigures. We're going to take a look around the ship first and then get up close and personal with the minifigures. There's no doubt about it, this is a very good looking ship, and it's a sturdy build too. It feels very solid in your hands, and I think it'll stand up very well to some rough and tumble play action. The build is pretty compact, making it 8 inches long and 6 inches wide, but it's plenty big enough to work with the minifigures. One of the reasons I really like this build, apart from the sleek appearance and solid feel, is that it really reminds me of LEGO Space Police. And with all the black elements and this purple detailing on the back, it's hard for me to believe this wasn't influenced by Space Police. There are 6 of these fin elements on each side, which gives it a really cool and futuristic look. When you look at the ship from underneath, you can see how all the fins are attached. They give it quite a bug-like appearance, and I really like that. At the front we have an opening canopy, and believe it or not, there is room inside for 2 minifigures. It's a deceptively spacious interior, and there are 2 computer screens to control the vehicle. So far so good, but will it pass my patented minifigure test? To pass this test, you must be able to put minifigures inside the cockpit or driving position and close the canopy. I'm going to call that a semi-fail. As it turns out, the cockpit isn't designed for two minifigures. You can seat one inside, and if you recline him in this gangster lean position, you can actually close the canopy. But thankfully this is not the only minifigure accommodation in this vehicle. There's a large opening hatch on top which reveals the prisoner transportation chamber. Again, this is a very similar concept to a lot of the Space Police vehicles. Inside we've got a small seating area which I'm guessing will accommodate two minifigures. There are also some bars in there to stop the minifigures from escaping. Again, this part of the ship handles two minifigures just fine, but will it pass the minifigure test? I'm gonna say no again. Even with only one minifigure inside, the door doesn't quite close all of the way without hitting the minifigure's head, so we have no choice but to kind of lean the minifigure back, which is easier said than done. There we go. And then the hatch closes all the way. Just like many supercars, we're sacrificing passenger comfort for style. Speaking of style, I really like the flared arches on the side of the cockpit which allow you to peer down on those stud firing guns. Those are mounted on the underside of the vehicle with the firing mechanism accessed from the side. As it transpires, turning the ship upside down is probably the easiest way to get at the guns, but you can just about fire them from the sides. There is a fair amount of stickering on the vehicle, including these curved panels on the sides which were really difficult to apply. We've also got sticker detailing on the canopy and some accent pieces on top of the ship. Completing the futuristic look, we've got go faster fins on either side of the cockpit and another pair of adjustable fins at the back. It doesn't matter which angle you look at the ship from, it's a very beautiful and accomplished build. Whether you choose to play or display, it's a very appealing model. Just don't get overexcited about putting all the minifigures inside. Speaking of the minifigures, let's take a look at those. The first minifigure is the main man, Black Panther. He is played by Chadwick Boseman in the film, and don't get me wrong, I don't dislike this minifigure, it's just not very exciting. He's got these plain black pants on and then some tribal printing on the torso there with the tooth necklace, and also tribal printing on the back. We've got some nice metallic printing also on the back of the head and on the face, and then on top we've got this kind of detachable ring with those pair of ears on there. So he's a nice looking character. I'm not overly excited about Black Panther because he's just not very exciting. Now if we take a look at the other Black Panther that we got in the Rhino Face Off by the Mind set, at least he's got a little bit more blue detailing on there. He looks a little bit more special. This guy just isn't very exciting, but he is Black Panther, and yeah, there we go. Next we've got the much more colourful Nakia, who's played by the fantastic Lupita Nyong'o. She's wearing plain brown pants here on the legs, but she's got a fantastic tribal printed torso with lots of metallic detailing. You can see here we've got the panther detailing there on the belt, and then the tribal necklace there. If we turn her around, there's more detailing on the back there with some more metallic highlights. She is carrying a couple of weapons here. We've got these disc blades, which are fantastic. I've not really seen those before, but I don't think they are exclusive to this set. I could be wrong. Great expression there with a big smile, and I really like that hair piece. That's really nice with the kind of tribal African hairstyle. Now if we take that off, there is another expression on the back, somewhat more serious, and that is a really nice minifigure actually. That is Nakia. Making a second appearance in the 2018 Black Panther sets, we've got Killmonger, who's played by Michael B. Jordan. Now the interesting thing we've got here is this handheld flick missile. These aren't usually handheld, these are usually attached to vehicles, but we'll give that a go. And that is about as disappointing as a flick missile always is. So let's get that stuff out of the way there, and then we've got this fantastic mask. This is a nice rubbery mask there, and if we take that off, we'll get a look at the actual Killmonger's face, and very serious expression there. And I don't think we've got one on the back. No, we don't. Now we do have some really nice metallic detailing on the front of his outfit, and also no metallic detailing on the back there, just some nice printing. And then we've got these kind of khaki brown pants on there with the big pockets, so nice minifigure. He also appeared in the first set, Rhino Face Off by the Mine, and he looked completely different. Here he is in his full tribal getup, and he bears no resemblance to the character we get in the second set, but that is really nice. I really like that mask. Just take one more look at that. As you can see, we've got the full ceremonial headdress on the back and with feathers here, and that is the awesome Killmonger. And finally, we've got Ulysses Klaue, which hopefully I'm pronouncing correctly. He's the only Caucasian minifigure in these 2018 Black Panther sets, and he's played in the movie by the fantastic Andy Serkis, who you might recognise as Gollum from Lord of the Rings, but in this movie he's playing himself, and yeah, this is a nice looking minifigure. What you're seeing on the end here is his robotic ultrasonic hand, which is actually just gripping under there. The minifigure's just holding that, but that's a nice piece there. I'm just going to take that out of the way to get rid of the distraction, and we can take a closer look at Ulysses. Really nice facial printing there with the beard. And I really like that that vest, shirt, cravat combo that he's wearing on there. Plain black pants. I can't say that. Plain black pants on the legs there, and just a little bit of printing at the back there with some nice metallic printing for the buckle on the back of the vest. I don't think we've got a second expression. Oh, we do, yes. There he is, gritting his teeth and looking very tense. And that is the fantastic Ulysses Klaue. So that was set number 76100, the Royal Talon Fighter Attack from LEGO Marvel Superheroes. It's interesting that LEGO chose to create only 2 Black Panther sets, especially when you consider it's the highest grossing movie of the year so far. But of course, developing these sets is a long process, and LEGO developed these months or years ahead of the movie coming out. But what we lack in quantity, we certainly make up for in quality. This and Rhino Face Off by the Mine are both very nice sets. And even though I find Black Panther a somewhat uninspiring minifigure, there are some really nice minifigs in these sets. Klaus, Killmonger and Nakia are very well designed minifigures, and I'm a big fan of the Royal Talon Fighter. It's well built, it looks awesome, and it reminds me of LEGO Space Police, which gets it a big thumbs up from me. Okay, so there were some issues getting minifigures inside, but maybe that was me being a little bit over ambitious. It's always good to get stud firing guns, and I really like the way those fins are attached to the build and the super futuristic look it gives. So like Rhino Face Off by the Mine, I don't think this is the perfect LEGO set, but it is pretty darn good. So it gets a very good 8 out of 10 rating from me. It's also kind of nice that you can pick up both Black Panther sets for $50 and get 7 minifigures. I do hope you enjoyed this Black Panther Royal Talon Fighter Attack unboxing, speed build and review video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. And I might have mentioned this already, but please don't forget to check out my other review video of set number 76099 Rhino Face Off by the Mine. As always, thanks a million for checking out my content. I really appreciate your support. Stay safe, and we'll see you on the next build video.